No, don't turn it on. Talk to me first, like a regular person.
It has to be on in order for me to talk to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, then don't bother then.
Why? You asked me to ask you a question.
No, but I didn't know that you need technology for every aspect of your life. You don't talk to anybody unless you film them?
If you didn't have the uniform on, I will talk to you.
Oh, what's it about the uniform? You know me.
I do.
I'm a person, right? It's not a uniform.
I do.
You know me from the outreach, right? The OCC?
No. I actually saw you in a video.
Which one?
There was a gentleman named, I think his name is Josh.
Oh yeah, Josh. I know him very well. I only met him once.
Down over there by behind Stop and Shop, I think.
No, I didn't meet him there.
Where'd you meet him?
Oh, I wasn't there, so you're mistaken.
Well, based on the observation of the video, that's what it seemed like. But
yeah, no, I never met him there. No.
I might be wrong. Where'd you meet him?
I didn't meet him there, so you got the wrong incident.
Well, I didn't get the wrong face. I know it's your face.
No, but if you're saying that it was at Stop and Shop, that's not. I didn't meet him there.
Okay. Okay. You want to tell me what happened with the stop?
Well, it's between me and the man. I mean.
I know, but you asked me if I had any questions.
No, I didn't. Well, I saw you standing there, so I was just curious if you had any question for me, if you had a personal interest. But the gentleman and I had a conversation between me and him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the new City Hall open?
No. I think maybe springtime.
Springtime. So I was told that there's the City Hall. They have
they have two different offices. They have one at 17 Pleasant Street.
Which is this?
Yeah, right up there on your left.
Okay.
And then, here, let me get out for a second. And then the other one is at 110 Pleasant Street. So
they're both on the same street?
Yeah, pretty much. So what happened is when the old City Hall came down.
Oh, it came down? I thought they put it down.
Yeah.
They took it down.
They took it down.
Okay, okay.
And there's a new building going there.
Right, that's what I saw. I thought it was up by now. I wanted to take a tour of the building.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I don't think that they're doing tours yet.
Oh,
however...
What do you mean they're not doing tours yet? I was just doing a group public photography. Just...
Yeah, well, the building's not open.
No, I mean when it becomes open.
Oh, when it becomes open, it's a public building.
Right.
Then you could go in like any member of the public.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I wanted to just go...
oh, yeah, but it's not open yet. So right now, City Hall is in two different locations depending like what office you wanted. For example, if you wanted to go to the clerk's office or the treasurer's office, that's up here.
Okay.
At the other building, you know, you have the retirement board, human resources, I think maybe the engineer, the mayor's office.
Clerk's office?
Clerk's office, as I said, is up here, 110 Pleasant.
Paying tickets and stuff is up that way?
What kind of ticket?
Parking citation.
Parking tickets, yes, I believe that would be the treasurer's office.
That's good.
Yeah. So
as the chief,
yeah,
you still, is this considered as patrolling?
It's considered being a police chief.
What does that mean?
Police service is based upon...
No, the position of the chief.
Yeah, but
personally, I've never met the chief, like, face to face.
Really?
No.
That's surprising to me.
I don't go look for them, but, I mean, I'm sure if I go to the station and ask chain of commands, I might be able to get to the chief.
Well, hey, you're talking to me right now on a sidewalk. Is that a good thing?
It is.
Yeah, what's good about it?
First time, I guess.
This is the first time you ever talked to a police chief?
Interacted with the police.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's why I wanted to.
I'm glad
usually they're in the office.
I'm glad that we're having this interaction because my belief is that the best part about police work is the human contact with people.
Absolutely.
Because police work, as you know, is a devotion and a dedication to public service, and you are the public. What's your first name?
Al.
Al. My name's Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
So this is Kevin and Al right now. It's not necessarily the police chief and a man with a camera. It's
Camera's not even facing you.
it's Kevin.
It's not even facing. It's just,
Yeah, it's Kevin talking to Al.
Yes.
So that's what this is all about. It's service between people who don't even really know each other that
As
well.
I was, I got dropped off. As I was going this way,
Yeah.
you were right here, and what I seemed to see
Yeah.
was that man was riding his bike, and the way that you pulled him by his arm
Yeah.
and told him to stop and asked him what does he think he's doing riding the bike on the sidewalk, and that approach seemed to me personally seemed a little aggressive. But when I talked to him, he said he didn't even feel it.
Right. No, and I didn't find it aggressive. What I needed
No.
to, I what
Let me take that back.
no,
Let me take that back. I shouldn't have used the word aggressive.
Yeah.
It wasn't aggressive, because aggressive will be like you snatching him.
My
out of the
only
bike.
purpose was I wanted him to know that I wanted him to stop so I could talk to him.
Did you ask him to stop?
In words and by my physical presence. Yeah.
Okay, because
you understand what
you were given the back, and I didn't think that was a police code. Hello, excuse us. And I just the way looking at it, I was like, why is that guy grabbing that guy like that?
Yeah, no, he wasn't being grabbed. He was being
held or stopped.
Not held. I mean, that's kind of an extreme term.
Well, aggressive is extreme.
Aggressive, held.
Held is a little less like.
Yeah, held is also probably a little extreme too. The purpose of my interaction with him at the onset was that he could stop so I could have a conversation with him. And that's what happened.
And the conversation was about him riding the bike.
It was a general conversation about laws and regulations related to riding bicycles. But it wasn't anything that was negative or hostile, as you saw and as you captured on your video, which I would hope that you don't take pieces of your video.
No,
you saw us shake hands.
No,
you saw us have
that's not my intention.
You saw us have a conversation
I did.
about how I support various forms of transportation, whether they be walking, bicycling, and what have you.
You also didn't stop me from filming, which
I commended him on his use of transportation, for his passion and love for riding bicycles. And I was just kind of explaining that in a community or a city, there are a variety of entities that have to kind of peacefully coexist, whether it be pedestrian, vehicular, bicycle traffic. And the other thing about it was I had never met him before, and it was a great opportunity to meet somebody new.
Is he from Mullen?
I don't know. I never even asked him his identity. It never got to that point. And I hope that he came away from it with a understanding of what my purpose was, that he now knows me.
Were you planning to give him a citation?
I deal with outcomes. See, the outcome is reality.
Well,
you know, and a lot of times
the outcome could have changed because the camera appeared.
The camera had nothing to do with it.
Well, that's why I'm asking. Like,
your camera has no influence on who I am.
I hope so.
No, I know it doesn't.
Okay.
And as you pointed out, you have to deal with reality, not what you hope to have happen.
Right, I mean, the outcome was...
I saw you filming, and what did I say? I waved to you.
You did.
And I believe I greeted you in a way that was respectful.
Yes, you even said a couple words in Arabic.
Yes, I believe I said salam alaikum and kif halak. So, again, getting back to your earlier point, the thing that I like very much about my job, my position, is that it puts me in a situation where I can meet people every day and maybe explain to them who we are as police, and they learn a little bit more. And as I'm learning from you,
as I'm learning too, that's actually that actually happens where the chief goes out and speaks to the public, because I've never ever seen it.
No,
I've lived in all the, the North Shore area.
Well, the interesting thing is, before I saw you, I was walking this entire neighborhood, and I went into a store. The first man is from Nepal. The second store, they were from El Salvador. Then I went into a place, somebody from Ethiopia,
That's what makes
and then
this
somebody
country
from
great.
India. That's what makes not only this country great, but that's what makes Malden so great.
Yeah.
Because Malden is the most diverse city in Massachusetts.
Really?
We have people from all over the world. We have the barber shop there from Lebanon.
Wow.
We have people from everywhere,
I used to get my hair
and they
cut
all come together and make this a great, great city. So that's why, for me to be the police chief in this city is a great honor and a privilege, because I get to know more people from all over the world. I get to learn different perspectives about race, religion, ethnic background, sexual orientation, and people that struggle with disabilities. So all of those things exist in society, they exist in Malden, and it's an honor and a privilege to me to be part of a police department who has its mission to make this place safe and welcome for each and every person. That is why I believe that police work is actually a noble calling. It is something that allows you to make an impact on your society, on your community, in a big scale, but one-to-one, right now, me talking to you.
That's actually great. Let me ask you this. Filming, obviously filming in public is allowed.
Yes.
All public buildings.
Not all public buildings.
What public building?
Well, for example, can you film in a courtroom?
Or courtroom, no.
That's a public
Courthouse,
building,
yes.
right?
Well, courtrooms, there is actually court orders that doesn't allow you to
Well,
do
it's
that
a
signed by
public
the
building,
judge.
right? It's a public building,
Right.
right?
But,
Is the White House a public building?
okay, we're talking about...
No, what we're talking about is you put forth a broad position
Okay.
that there are no restrictions on what you can do in a public building.
No, that's not what I said at all.
No, you did. You said a public building.
No, well, first of all, it was a question.
Right. Well, your question also...
It was a question,
Within your question, though, was woven some words that contained a premise that public buildings have no restriction.
No, let me ask the question.
Yeah.
And I was looking for an answer. You answered me with a question, actually.
Well, sometimes that's a good enlightening response.
But it doesn't answer the question.
Sure it does. It gives a perspective. But go ahead. Tell me your question
I
again.
could have sworn I heard her say hi, Chief.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that surprise you?
No, I thought you didn't hear her. Sorry.
No, I said hi back to her.
Okay, so I didn't hear you. I apologize.
Yeah. Oh, no need to apologize.
What I said was, can you film in a public building? And your response was...
Not always.
Not always.
Right.
And I said when?
And I gave you an example.
Okay.
And then you didn't like my example.
No, I didn't like it.
Well,
Hold on.
No, but what you should do is concede the point that not all public buildings allow filming.
Okay. You're right. Not all public buildings. But
So we agree on that?
Yes, we agree on
right.
that. Like, obviously, if it's open to the public, the White House is not open to the public.
But it's a public building, right?
It's a public building.
Is it privately owned?
No, it's public.
What's the What's your definition of a public building?
Publicly owned.
Well, I'm going to go on a call with them.
Go ahead. Nice
All
talking to
right.
you.
Nice to meet
Take
you.
Care.
Remember, do me a favor.
I'm not going to edit.
No, don't edit anything.
I'm not going to edit.
Because editing means
It means I
it's
cheated
not the
you.
truth.
Yes.
Nah, it's not cheating, but I
You
like
have a-
talking to you.
Have a nice day.
All right, take care.
care.
Shukran.
You're welcome.
Assalamu.
Assalamu.
Where are you from? Which country?
I am Moroccan.
Ah, good. Many good people from Morocco in this city.
Good
Many
to hear.
countries.
Good to hear.
Take care.
Take care, you too.